What's happening, everyone? Welcome to this course. I'm Arne Anderson, co-founder of Evident, and I just want to wish you a warm welcome to this course, which aims to take you through the complete process of composing, arranging, recording, and producing a complete cinematic track from beginning to end, from the first idea in your head until the finished recording is done, and you can hit bounce in your DAW and share the result with the world. In this module, we're going to go through some important information that is going to be crucial for you to successfully implement the techniques we're covering in this course. We're also going to go over some technical requirements and some of my recommendations in terms of libraries and tools. But first, let me just quickly give you an overview over what we're going to be covering in this course. The purpose with this course for me was to create the course I wish I had access to when I was starting out. I've taken all the things that I've learned over the past 8 or so years and just taken out all the things that I feel might be just distracting in your early stages and focus purely on the concepts and the areas that I feel is the most crucial to perfect in the early stages as you're progressing as a composer. And I want us to really master these basics because they're going to make it so much easier to build on your skills and expand into different areas later on. Because honestly, we could do full master degrees or PhDs even in every single aspect of creating a full track like we're about to do, from the composing process to the orchestration, the mock-ups, and the mixing. But as a beginner, that much information is just not feasible to try to absorb. It's just going to be confusing, and it's just going to be counterproductive in doing what we're trying to do, which is just creating tracks. Not trying to, go on some kind of 16-year study into every single aspect of every single thing that we're going to be doing. Therefore, I've tried to boil it down into the most crucial techniques and principles that I really think is the most important to master first. Principles that will help you create cinematic tracks consistently and of high quality, and therefore help you just learn through practice and give you a really strong foundation to build other skills on as you progress. So let me just break down the basics of each module. In module 2, we're going to tackle how to make our main theme. This is the core of our track. We're going to discuss how to write memorable melodies, analyze some great pieces throughout history, as well as discuss how to create good chord progressions, how to write good counter melodies, and how to create powerful ostinatos that will help give your tracks more depth and more movement. Then in module 3, we're going to take your theme and talk about how to structure this theme into full composition that takes the listener on a musical journey from beginning to end. And we're going to cover practical and really effective methods to take any piece of music, any theme, and turn it into a full composition effortlessly. So you're never stuck on just a loop or just a theme again, not knowing where to go. In module 4, we're going to cover the basics of writing for the orchestra and each orchestral family. We're going to cover some very crucial orchestration principles and talk about creating a good foreground, middle ground, and background in your pieces, how to voice larger statements and deal with good chord voicing and voice leading, and a lot of really effective tips that's going to take your arrangements to a new level. Then in module 5, we're going to dive more into the mock-up side of things and talk about how you can take your orchestration and make sure you get the most realistic and beautiful result. Then in module 6, we're going to talk about how to polish your track and make sure it sounds as good as possible through basic mixing and mastering principles. So you can take your track and make sure it's ready to share with the world. Then in module 7, you're going to be able to watch me over the shoulder create a complete track from beginning to end and applying all the principles that we've learned in the course so you can see how it applies into the real composing process. Because throughout these modules, I'm going to be using a variety of examples and a variety of musical themes just to show you different ways of using the same principles and just give you a bit of a diversity in terms of the examples that we're using. So in module 7, instead of using different examples, you'll be able to watch me create one track using every single principle that we're going through in this course. Then finally in module 8, you will be able to dive into tips and lessons from industry professionals, including myself, where we're going to talk about some things that we wish we knew when we got into this industry years ago. We're going to be opening one new module every single week. So we make sure that we're fully immersed in the topic we're in for that week before progressing further. This is to make sure that we're all on the same page, that we can discuss the topics of that week together and share our progress and our issues and questions, but also to make sure that you're not trying to bite over too many things at once. We want to make sure that you're retaining the information, that you have enough time to practice the information before moving on, and that we can all move together through this course and through this journey at the same speed. It's a really exciting time ahead, and I can't wait to embark on this journey with all of you. Let's just dive straight into Module 1, where we're going to lay the foundation for the weeks to come. I'll see you guys inside.